What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So guys, I really want to talk about what is going on right now in Dolton amidst other situations. We already know about the many lawsuits going on in the village. We know about the Andrew Holmes situation. We know about the Jedediah Brown arrest situation. We know about all of the things that continue to transpire and go on in Dolton. The whole world knows it by now. But I want to get back to this situation about a $33.5 million verdict from the fatal Dolton police chase that basically included Officer Lacey when he was not the lieutenant chief at the time. If you guys don't remember, this news clip will help you.
Stop sign after stop sign after stop sign, chasing a driver who is showing no sign of stopping. Police are supposed to ask themselves, is it worth it if somebody innocent's going to get hurt?
John Christopher Kyles pictured here is the man who lost his life. The second photo is Dwayne Dunlap, the man who was severely injured. Both were passengers in a car driven by a man named Demetrius Sorrells. According to the lawsuit, Sorrells skidded through a stop sign near Greenwood Road and Sibley Boulevard in Dolton. That's when the lawsuit says Dolton police executed a high-speed chase exceeding 80 miles per hour and passing through multiple stop signs. A lawyer for one of the officers argues with the fact that it was a pursuit, saying that the officers were, quote, attempting to make a traffic stop. The chase lasted about a mile until the car crashed behind the New Zion Covenant Church. Kyles was killed, and attorneys say Dwayne Dunlap suffered severe permanent injuries.
Now, that is exactly what happened. And of course, I want to talk about the $33.5 million verdict on behalf of John Kyles and also Dwayne Dunlap. Now, obviously, these guys were the ones that started the high-speed chase, but the police gave chase and then they were sued, right? So here's the problem. When the jury award was announced in 2022, a law firm, Levy & Levy, said it believed that this was the largest police misconduct cases in Illinois history. Now, this is a case the village should have settled and could have done so at the fraction of the cost, right? But not only this, the payment on this gained interest, okay? Listen to this. Despite Dolton's appeal, the village never sought a stay on the payment, and it was considered present and due when attorneys filed a petition on behalf of a guardian administrator of the two men in the police chase in January. The law firm said the village has yet to post bonds for the $33.5 million, which has accrued 6% per year through interest or $2.1 million per year per the petition. A Cook County court also recently froze about $440,000 in village funds after a June 24th hearing because Dolton failed to pay a settlement in a whistleblower lawsuit by former Dolton detective David Graham for 2019. Let's listen to the years of these situations. We've heard 2016. We've also heard 2019, which indicates what? These years are indicative of the years when Tiffany Henyard was on the board of trustees, 2013 to 2021, and was not technically the mayor. Riley Rogers, indeed, was the mayor. What is this to say about Dolton? Now, let me talk about this, and I know that we're gonna get probably Jason House in. I'm gonna be financially supporting the brother in the campaign, trying to bring him to power. I have a strong liking for him. My good brother in arms, Reverend Dr. Edward Steve. But I gotta be honest here. Dolton is problematic before Tiffany Henyard takes power. Dolton has been problematic for years. It has been a problem for years. And Tiffany Henyard is just a symptom of those problems. You can get mad if you want. You can get mad if you'd like. But the reason why Tiffany Henyard could even be there in the first place is because Dolton was already crumbling down. Already. It was imminent. Everyone knew. And guys always talk about Well, if she wasn't there, it wouldn't be like this. Both of these goddamn lawsuits would still be there. Now, the village would still owe this money. They would still be in interest, possibly. They still wouldn't have most likely settled it like this. Lacey would probably still be there, okay? It wouldn't have mattered at all. See, that's what you're not talking about. And you still would have terrible leadership in some form or fashion. Now, could we say that that leadership would have been better? Absolutely, we can say that. I get your point. Yes, we could claim that and we could say that. But at the point of conversation that we need to deal with, we're still having a fundamental problem. That's it, okay? There you go. So now, Mr. Jason House, what will you do? Because unfortunately, let me say this. You know, in the black community, we have a saying. We talk about preachers in the African-American community. There are two types of preachers, as the old deacon used to say. Some was sent and others went. Okay, that's kind of what they used to always say. Now, if we refer to Mr. Jason House, either the guy is sent from God above to tackle the issue, or he's incredibly crazy. Because to stand in the gap for what is to come, for how this village has been destroyed, only God himself can ordain a leader that has the balls and the unmitigated gall to do exactly what will be charged for him to do. And unfortunately, if he fails, it will not always be his fault. I'm gonna tell you, because of the other people before him didn't give him a good opportunity to clean it up. They just didn't, including, from what I can understand, Mr. Riley Rogers, including him and those who came before Mr. Rogers. But Tiffany Henyard damn sure was the worst. But unfortunately, when Jason House gets in the office, people are gonna expect him to fix everything in that tenure. Unfortunately, that's what happens to every mayor, every politician. It's your fault because you stepped up to the podium. And he was smart, most likely, when Tiffany Henyard ran for mayor, because he didn't want that responsibility. But they have to get that guy in there now, because the village has a problem. It's not just Tiffany Henyard. The whole South suburban Illinois has a big problem. Look at what's going on in these cities. When you look at them, you got the other guy in Harvey. Well, we already know what's going on in Harvey. Mayor Christopher J. Clark, he's having an issue, the attorney. You know, there's some riffraff, I heard, maybe sometimes they're in Calumet City, albeit not as bad as this. Hey man, these South suburban cities in Illinois and in Chicago suburbs are pretty much run terrible, if you want to be honest. And they seem to not be able to get anything done right. Do you get that? They can't do anything right. Let's call it for what it is. They can't do anything right. That's why it looks and behaves and performs like that. It has historically been a problem in South Chicago before Tiffany Henyard got there. It was already messed up. She was just the cherry on the top of what was going on. That's how she got in there, because the standards became so low, she was able to slip through the cracks. She should have never even been a damn trustee. She was doing it as a trustee. This is what you can do in South Suburban, in Cook County. This is what happens. So unless you want to accept it for what it really is and understand that the problem is before her, guess what? We're gonna always have this issue. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of A Celebrity Drunk. Richard Farley, you just turn the bell. We're out.